Black Ops 1 is one of those Call of Duties that will always have a special place in all of our hearts, and for those who watch my channel on a regular, you'll already know how much I rate this game because in my personal opinion, it's the greatest Call of Duty of all time. Definitely not a biased opinion. Now when it comes to zombies, we actually got blessed with some of the most creative maps of all time. We're talking Kino the Toten, the GO, the map that made zombies blow up in the first place. Let's actually be real here. Then we got given Ascension, which is an abandoned Soviet cosmodrome, along with Call of the Dead, being shipwrecked near an abandoned Siberian outpost. Then came along Shangri, an exotic jungle with treacherous underground caves and mines. And on top of all of that, we even got to play zombies on the freaking moon, along with receiving faithful remasters of the World at War maps we all know and love. So now that my love for Black Ops 1 has now been expressed, let's actually start the video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the top 15 greatest Black Ops 1 zombies clutches of all time. And just before we dive in, I just want you to note that this order was very hard to put together, so please feel free to shuffle them around in the comments below to what you think the order should have been. Or even better, let me know if you agree with what I've put down, and everyone mentioned in the video today is of course linked down in the description down below. So coming in at number 15, we have a decent clutch and Shangri from that one Canadian kid. Now they get trapped and it looks like it's going to be end credits, but they manage to slip through and make it out in one piece. Things we love to see. Coming in at number 14, we have a clutch by the Gluten Monster on Verrucht, and this one has a lot of good fortune with it, but it's round 14, and as we know, Verrucht ain't no joke. But it makes the number 14 spot because the horde is a lot bigger, and it was awesome seeing them muscle through the zombies like that, along with making it out alive, so GG's on that. At number 13, we have Nicky Gamer on Call of the Dead, and this guy is just bombarded with zombies. He's red screen as well, but he does have a ray gun and PhD, along with instant kill. So again, we fall into that good fortune category, but they still had to train and kill the zombies in a very tight space, along with switching weapons while trapped in a corner and still surviving, so GG's to that man. So coming in at number 12, we have a clutch on Verrucht from one of the OGs, the Relaxing End, and this one might be controversial, but please let me try and explain why I gave the 12th spot. So yes, this clutch was sick, I'm not trying to discredit him whatsoever, but my only point was that the zombies were mainly focused on his teammates, so he didn't really take that many hits, and with the grenades and stuff going off, most of the zombies already died, and he was able to slip on through, but nonetheless, this is still a sick clutch, but 12th is about right for me. So at number 11 is the Albanianator on Call of the Dead, and this one is really cool because not only does he have to deal with the zombies, but George was hella pissed, he even got trapped and still escaped. What a legend. Taking that number 10 spot is Syndicate on Ascension. Now what I love about this clutch is not only does Syndicate do really well training the zombies with great movement, but if you guys have actually seen the original clip, then you'll know the backstory of why the subtitles are actually on the screen. But yeah, pretty much his whole team is down, and not only does he kill the zombies and look comfortable doing it, but he also revives his teammates and becomes the hero of the game doing it. So GG going out to Syndicate. At number 9, we have this insane clutch from Saluda Dude on Verrucht, where they're trapped in a corner, it's just bugging out left, right and center, but somehow they managed to make it out in one piece. What a legend. Coming in at number 8, we have Street Chewed on Kino the Toten. Now this one is pretty arse clenching stuff because it's round 52 and it's Black Ops 1. So the zombies be hella savage sometimes. But what happens here is they chuck down a monkey to try go round the horde, but find themselves getting trapped in a corner and having to pray to the COD gods that this almighty pack-a-punch crossbow can carry his arse to the motherland, without of course getting munched. Now as you see, he goes red a whole bunch of times, but he does actually make it out in the end and even revives his teammates. So hats off to you, my guy, fair play. Now taking that number 7 spot is Falling on the Reese, and as you can see, they actually get cornered, they back out a ray gun and the screen goes roaring red, but they still make it out alive even with all that splash damage and zombie hits. It's unbelievable stuff. At number 6, we have Ezekiel Correa on Ascension. Now this one is similar to number 8's clutch, but this one takes a number 6 because there's more to lose. Now this guy is at round 104 and has no quick revive, so if he dies, that's it, end credits. But the way he escapes is very similar to number 8, using that infamous crossbow to get to the motherland. But nonetheless, it still does the job. He takes a quick breather and he's home free. Now that is what you call squeaky bum time. Coming in at number 5, we have Popper on Moon, and you might have noticed a few things here with the perk shaders and the electric cherry being on the map, and that's because this player is using a Black Ops 1 mod called the Renaissance mod, which is a game changer, so defo check it out if you can. But yeah, they basically train zombies in no man's land and do really well to survive, given the fact that they're trapped in a corner and it's continuous zombie spawning until they decide to leave no man's zombies land. But you'll see here, they actually escaped successfully, so GG's on that one, you absolute legend. So coming in at number 4, we have another Varrock clutch by the Limitless Legacy. And honestly, I don't understand how these guys do this. Like, the room is super small and not made for training, yet what they managed to do here is unreal. They legit wiggle and jump past the zombies with pure confidence. But what I find incredible is they do it multiple times and even escape. So hats off to you, because I don't think I would have been able to survive that one. So just before we actually move into the top 3, I just want to say again that this list was very hard to put together, and these are in order of my personal opinion of how intense I found each clutch to actually be. Now, all clips you've seen up until this point have been incredible, and you guys are legends in my eyes. Because trust me, although I've had some insane clutches over the years, some of the clutches on this list have been ones that I don't think I could personally been able to get out of. So honestly, big up to you all, and let's dive into that number 3 spot, where we actually have the relaxing end for the second time on this list. And this clutch you're about to see on 5 is unreal. So basically, he's on round 37 and he's in the labs, and behind him is a horde of zombies. But the lift is currently at the war room where you do the defcons. So the relaxing end had to pretty much survive until the lift arrives. But when it does, the zombies flood inside and you can see the screen going pure red. But somehow he manages to stay alive inside the lift and escape, which is just completely blew my mind. Now moving on to number 2, we have another clutch on Varrock by Special Zomboss 97. And this one is similar to number 4, but I found this one more intense, as it's 2 players, so more zombies, and to be fair, the movement on this one is actually crazy. And to top it off, you can see they actually tried to revive their teammate, but in the end they had to scrap that as they needed to pull off a huge clutch. Now you can see the player going left and right trying to find a gap, which in the end they did, so GG's to that. It was defo squeaky bum time, but they managed to firm it. And finally, the number 1 spot goes to your daily host up with this insane clutch on, of course, Varrock again. And as you can see, round 16 with 4 players is no joke, plus his entire team go down and it's just him left. Now the movement here is really impressive. It's a mixture of training zombies and jumping, and as you could imagine, the pressure they was feeling in this very moment with everyone depending on them to survive would be pretty much daunting. So the fact they managed to pull it off is just incredible, and defo one to gloat about whenever the word clutch actually comes into play. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The top 15 greatest zombies clutches on Black Ops 1 has come to an end, and what a journey it's been. All players on this list should be really proud of themselves, and of course I'm sure there are many insane clutches buried somewhere deep in the archives that I am yet to discover. So if any clips have been missed which you think should have been on here, then please do shoot them over, and you never know, I might very well just do a part 2 for Black Ops 1. Who knows? But thank you all for watching. You guys are legends. If you've enjoyed the video, please smash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.